After 12 years of waiting, Scarlett Johansson's Wonder Woman finally got her own movie, and it was directed Disney Plus. Honestly, I feel like this film's pretty underrated. It's not like the greatest thing ever, but yeah, it has some obvious green screening, and I don't know about this 1D costume. I don't know, it's just a unique take and different story for 1D. Like during the beginning with the cover of Radiohead Smells Like Teen Spirit, showing Diana being created from clay and the blessing of the Amazons, just for Felix Faust to discover Themyscira and take it over, and Diana had to escape. And despite when this film came out, it takes place in 2016 around the time of Kingdom Come. Florence Pugh as Artemis is a solid casting, who truly brings the character to life. And it's interesting when she gets hit by the spell that releases her from Felix's control and she has to team up with her sister Diana to save the Amazons, who are still under control of Faust, as well as the control of Parasite. Their suit is okay, a little too detailed to be honest. Crazy twist at their Queen Hippolyta. David Harbour can literally never do wrong, and him as Bizarro is just downright hilarious. It's a pretty unique idea that he's kind of the reverse of Superman Red Son when he's a Russian-created Superman clone. Faust exists. Nightwing in the League of Shadows is incredibly underrated, and I'm surprised they haven't given him a sequel yet. Simu Liu as Damien does a great job combining serious and goofy. Her sister Talia is characterized well. Also Solomon Grundy cameos anyway. The real Ra's al Ghul finally appears after the whole silly twist in Batman 3. They're course correcting, and honestly they handle it well. The real Ra's feels absolutely perfect. They changed the Lazarus Pit to be the Lazarus Device, which are these ring bracelet things. And with them, he's immortal and has like spells and crap that make him found the League of Shadows. For the ones in the Batman films being a Splinter faction, but Damian refuses to be an Al Ghul and leaves to America, becoming Damian Gray's son, where he befriends Alea. It's pretty cool that they didn't just forget about Trevor, the fake Al Ghul, Ben Kingsley. He returns. Trevor even helps them get to the destination, the Heavenly Realm, and Damian's given a royal armor, giving him basically the Robin costume, and he has to fend off from the League of Shadows in a big mystical China land. At the end, Damian meets Nabu, Mary Marvel, and Ja'an, and it turns out Damian's actually a clone of his sister, Talia, as well as some DNA from Bruce Wayne, who actually did train with the real League of Shadows. And speaking of, Talia took them over. The first two films in this phase are fine, but Forever People sucks balls. Richard Madden, who you might know as Cedric Diggory, plays Light Ray fine. He is a good actor. It's cool seeing Mr. Miracle. And then there's all the other new gods that nobody cares about. They're trying so hard to beat the League of Superheroes, but there's just too many characters, and they all just come off as so bland and ripping off the Justice League. What a colossal waste of Bill Skarsgård. I don't even remember this villain's name. I doubt anyone else does. He does nothing. It kind of sucks because this film's important because it reveals Relic from the pre-Big Bang universe, and the Forever People stop him and he becomes a giant fixture on Earth. Harry Potter himself getting cast as Shiny Knight, and Harry Styles of all people as Orion, the son of Darkseid. So with a pretty mixed start to the post-anti-life equation arc, instead of having every film be like these earth-shattering 20 out of 10 phenomenons, this is the point when comic books are no longer so solidly dominating media. So of course this is the point where all the biggest douchebags in the world act all superior to comics.
Superhero franchises are ruining cinema.
All snobby like, these aren't actual cinema. How dare you try to enjoy yourself? I never actually seen any of these, which makes me way better than you. They're just not funny, unlike me. I'm a master of comedy. I haven't seen any since OMAC, but I just know the rest are terrible. Unlike us, they're just all the same movie with different paint. Imagine fighting injustice and encouraging people. That's for fucking pussies.
Actually, superhero stories are part of a rich folk tradition of mythological tales of gods and goddesses.
Every culture throughout history venerates its heroes, be they named Achilles and Odysseus or Superman and Wonder Woman.
Besides, the commercial success of these mainstream tentpoles allow their cast and crew to take artistic risks on independent projects that would otherwise never be made.
Oh my god!
So DC basically said, yeah, well, fuck you. Flash can't run home. That's a big love letter to DC and its fans uniting all the different Flash movies. Some cynical people might see it as nostalgia baiting, but those people can eat shit and die. And the rest of us will actually have fun and enjoy life. I mean, the film even does acknowledge Abracadabra doxing Bart Allen, and showing that effect on him. Even getting help from Ollie Quinn from Blockbuster's Green Arrow series. Hell yeah, he even says the line, "I'm a damn good billionaire." It's not a huge cameo, but it's nice seeing them together. It's kind of like in those CW series where Daredevil and Spiderman cross over. So Bart gets help from Kent Nelson to cast a spell of forgetfulness, but messing with it too much now summons everyone who knows about Mr. Allen being the Flash. Like, it was just so hype in the trailer when we saw Alfred Molina return saying, "Hello, Mr. Allen." And we're like, holy crap, it's Captain Cold. And then frickin' Willem Dafoe's back as Reverse Flash. Alfred Molina asked to be aged down, which, well, with the twist of they were plucked from the timelines makes more sense. Well, Willem Dafoe wanted none of that. He wanted to be aged up. He wanted to look terrible. He's just so good in this role, battling with his two personalities, even smashing the mask. Kind of a shame he didn't steal a bat suit like in the concept art, though. Weather Wizard looks so much better in this film than he did in the Scarlet Speedster 2. I mean, I definitely lightened my tone on that film after I made that video, but he does just look way better in this. Gorilla Grodd and Mirror Master are just kind of here in this film. I mean, Mirror Master doesn't even leave his mirror form, because they couldn't get the actor back. But I do like they did have a connection with Grodd and Weather Wizard for a bit. We finally had the Rogues in a movie. Even though it does feel like we're missing at least one person, you know, like Kite Man. Hell yeah, he knows about the Flash's identity. He should also be here. It's nice seeing Iris actually helping Ewan Barthon. And I love that Bart wants to help the Rogues and cure them, like stopping the AI and Captain Cold's gun. But then Ewan's Reverse Flash personality takes over again, and Iris says the thing. But hey, Cisco learns how to open portals too. And we finally get the other Flashes returning. It is so nice to see them again and interacting with Bart and encouraging him to do well and actually go through with saving the Rogues. It's just so fun seeing them call back to their films. Even though I kind of wish they had some off-screen adventures reference just to show that they have been up to something in the last 20 years. Or even stuff that's not just related to their superheroing, like maybe Barry had Dawn already. And Wally's still trying to figure out his universe's Barry situation and the whole thing with the Rogues in his timeline. The Statue of Justice is made bronze again, so they have to remember every time to make it bronze and not green. And Captain Cold teams up with the Flashes to stop the Rogues. But Reverse Flash opens the portals to different dimensions, and they could have had, again, Kite Man helping Captain Cold with the Flashes, and Ewan Barthon knocks him into a portal, and everyone's like, "Oh no, he's dead!" And then that's why he's in the post-cred scene to Jared Leto's Etrigan. Either way, Bart cures Ewan Barthon, but also has Fate cast the Forgetful spell to completely wipe everyone's memory of him. Everyone's sent home. Bart saves his friends from knowing about him, but he wants to go for a run again. Or hey, Johnny Quick. Gonna leave a little bit of Black Flash for a setup? Dr. Fate and the Multiverse of Madness is super underrated, honestly. Kent Nelson and Nabu are great as always. And we even have a new character, Sideways, who was gender swapped, but honestly, for a character that is no one's favorite, they do a great job making her actually a good character. It is pretty funny going off of the last film, and now all of Ken Nelson's counterparts basically look exactly the same. With magic and multiverse crap going on, he visits Raven, who's been going slightly mad given she's lost everything, even her Red Tornado. Even though in her own series, Raven Vision, it felt like she kind of gotten past it, like even her kids. But where's Clarion? And where's the White Claw and a Red Tornado? Well, I guess she relapsed and she wants her family back. Sideways and Fate make it to this really cool solar punk universe with Bruce Campbell, and it's led by the Justice Society, and it's so rad. Like peak casting for Terry Sloan, Mr. Terrific, Ben Stoner, and they make a joke about how his name is Ben. He's got the Helm of Fate in this timeline. Now it's Calder, and he's got the hover wheelchair directly from the 90s. They even played a theme song from Titans, Super Lois, and live action, Hawkman, even Dara, Shazam. It's so cool. And they have a problem with Fate because their own universe, he used some dark magic. It did help them defeat Darkseid, but they had to get rid of him. Just as Raven found this dimension, and she just, okay, let's be honest, laughably easily takes out the Justice Society, which is the part that everyone complains about in this movie. They're not wrong, but I do think the rest of the film does make up for it. After defeating Heartless Fate, he's able to, well, commit necromancy and dreamwalk into the body from earlier in the film and show that Raven's completely traumatized her kids, so she has a change of heart, 50-50 she's fine, and everything's okay. Well, now Nelson met Inza Kramer and grew a third eye from using the dark magic. Aquaman, Love and Water is a movie that I've been really trying to defend this phase, but there's a lot I do like in this movie, but it just falls flat in so many regards. Like, a lot of this film is really pretty. I love them finally exploring the gods of the DC Universe after they were so scared to go too deep into that since Phase 1. Christian Bale as the Fisherman is perfect casting, who got screwed over by the gods and now uses the Black Trident to get his revenge. He can genuinely be creepy, like the black and white sequence, which is hands down the best part of the movie. He's trying to use the Water of Life to break through the Source Wall. And I love the opening with Arthur hanging with the Legion of Heroes. And it's a great theme to see Aquaman seemingly enjoy himself, but he's searching for someone who actually loves him. Just as Mera returns. It's great seeing these characters again, and it's handled very well. It's great seeing her interact with the team going to rescue the new Atlantis kids. But also, this movie has a lot of problems. Like, the comedy feels almost like a blooper reel, like that shouldn't be in the actual movie. Russell Crowe, as Odin, is so underutilized, it's embarrassing. He even goes for the effort of doing a Danish accent. Him wanting to protect the gods by hiding is an interesting conflict. And I love the deleted scene where he tries actually helping Arthur and giving him the Water of Life. Some people didn't love his new hand and outfit, but I don't know, it's alright. But in the actual film, he turns on the team, and it's just such a waste of a big set like this. And the whole ending battle where Arthur gives the Water of Life to everyone and they become waterbenders, it just feels weird. Like, this feels like the amusement park ride where the kids are on the roller coasters with the super soakers on them, you're supposed to hit the targets. It just doesn't feel like this should be in the actual movie. Why couldn't he call the Legion of Superheroes? They were in the beginning of the film and they couldn't get them again. It gets sort of back on track where we go past the wall. And Mera dies, which kind of throws a wrench into where I thought DC was going. This moves the Fisherman to believe that gods are people too, so he wishes back his daughter Marina. And Arthur now has a daughter. Well, a post-credit scene hinting towards Thor. At least Mera made it to the Elysian Fields for a possible return. Awkward transition because they have to address the whole Chadwick Boseman situation, and honestly, they did a really good job handling the grief from his loss. With Vixen feeling lost and concerned, she finally takes up the Vixen suit. It makes a connection to the Red because we still have a plot to get to. With the Dazon pissed over humans polluting the oceans, the more aquatic cousins of the Atlanteans are taking their revenge. With their leader, Neptune Perkins, a very obscure character that I love actually made it to film. And I really love they went for the effort of designing this whole Mesoamerican Antarctic civilization. Barbara Gordon finally makes her film debut in the DCCU. They're adapting not everyone's favorite version of this character, but I feel like it does a great job doing so, and I love her suit in this film, even if it is pretty Gundam looking. Veronica Cale's in this film. She's not important until Suicide Squad, but she is married to What's-Her-Face, formerly. Eventually, Vixen finds peace, creates an alliance with the Dazon, there's new elections, and Buona Beast Jr. But let me know what you thought down below, as well as liking, subscribing, and hyping on mobile.